Well, we did not regard the Russian military intervention, the doubling down on Assad, as a helpful development. Lots of additional Russian equipment arrived, and then the Russians started conducting the airstrikes, as you say. The Russians said, oh, we're here to help in the fight against ISIL, but 85–90% of the airstrikes conducted by Russian aircraft have been against the moderate opposition, not against ISIL. The result is that the risk is you have more of a polarized choice between either Bashar al-Assad on the one hand or ISIL on the other, which leaves nothing in the middle for ordinary, moderate Syrian civilians who want to go about their business and have a government that is inclusive and gives them a chance of a reasonable future. That is not good for Russia. They are as alarmed by ISIL as many other governments, and propping up Assad and simply attacking the moderate opposition and leaving ISIL in power is a very poor solution for the longer term as well. So Russia is in there. Russia probably does not want to be there indefinitely. That is not a good or a safe place for them to be. ISIL deliberately linked the destruction of the airliner with the loss of more than 200 lives to Russian intervention against them in the Syrian civil war. I think that there is a possibility that as Russia grasps that Assad cannot survive that much longer. Why did they intervene? They intervened because their guy was weak, not because he was strong. Let's bear that in mind. That they will be, they should be, in our view, increasingly ready to go along with the political process with which they were originally involved back in Geneva, but which went nowhere, which means that they no longer have to be there propping up the regime and slaughtering people. Russians have probably killed 450 civilians already with their airstrikes by not targeting intelligently or reasonably against the real villains of the peace. So there is a reasonable possibility that as they sit around the table, as they confer on the political track, as they engage with other governments on a transitional arrangement which gives Syria a chance of a future, that they will become more constructive. We're not there yet. We have a number of policy differences with the way that Russia has acted so far, but it is the best way forward if we're going to have a political track for it to be inclusive and for all the governments that have a major role or major influence inside Syria to be part of that solution. That gives it its best chance of success.